Welcome back, Lori Dowling, Resident Care Director at Creekside at Three Rivers Assisted Living in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We're learning all about what you all do out there this evening, as well as how to combat the flu this time of year and many other topics. We appreciate you joining us tonight. Of course, we're always excited to hear from you. The name of the show is Ask the Expert, right, Lori?
Amen.
You're the expert tonight, so not me, she is. And Lori, you've given us so much information. In fact, we do have a caller with a question tonight, and I believe we have Linda on the line. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Hi, Linda.
We're happy to have you call in, Linda. What's your question for us tonight?
So I just was wondering, Lori talked about having nurse practitioner in a position on staff, and I wondered if you have available to your residents any level of skilled nursing on your campus, or if someone needs that, do they then need to transition to a facility outside of Creekside?
Great question. Thank you so much for calling, Linda. I'll let you take that away.
Linda, yes, ma'am, we do. We have a nurse on staff, or nurses on staff 24/7. We have a three-shift nursing staff. We are fully equipped with testing, as well as contacting the nurse practitioner, you know, if it is after hours, or the physician. That is never a problem. Just, you know, for the basic common cold, if we need to get something for that resident, if we feel, you know, maybe they're not just really themselves. Maybe they've got a urinary tract infection is what a nurse will look at, especially in seniors during these times. But yes, ma'am, they're fully accessible at all times.
Wonderful. Thanks again for calling in, Linda. We really appreciate that. And we still have some time left in our show. Numbers right there on your screen. Just give us a call. We'll be happy to hear from you. Let's kind of move on a little bit about, we were talking during the break, just about what is your favorite thing about your position out at Creekside and what you do every day?
I don't really have one favorite thing. It's when I walk in the front door in the mornings, typically all of the residents have made it to breakfast, and they've made it back out to the fireplace, and they're all sitting around the fireplace chit-chatting, and when I walk in and they say good morning to me, it's so enlightening. It's, you know, even the past 2 days, the struggle of driving to work, we all know that we've been dealing with that, but it's so enlightening because they seem so happy to see you, and that's just such a flattering thing. You know, it's wonderful. And just socializing with them, hearing their stories, listening to them, because sometimes that's all they really need is just, you know, somebody just to listen and maybe feel like that they understand what they're dealing with on that daily basis.
Definitely a very fulfilling position to have out there where you're helping, you know, people live there. As you said, I saw in the pamphlet here, we provide the lifestyle, which is really what you all do out there.
It is an independent lifestyle, if you are in the assisted living, you know, and we try to provide that as well for the memory care. We want them to be independent, but we know that they may need some redirecting, some cueing.
Exactly. What's something that you really just want people to know about Creekside that maybe they don't? Maybe a misconception or a compliment to the campus that you all have out there?
I myself just feel like that Creekside is a great facility. I think it's a great campus. It's a beautiful campus. We've got a great dining. We have a great chef. We have a great full staff. The activities they provide, the entertainment that we bring in, outside entertainment. I think that just the camaraderie of everybody, because you find so many seniors will find maybe another senior that they will feel like they're connected to, and they will help and want to help. Like, it's very rewarding.
Definitely. We were talking about just all the fun things you provide too. One thing, you have a library, is that right?
We do. We have a library.
Tell us about that.
It's a full library with a computer, and they have recently done some teaching as far as getting on Facebook. Yeah, just little things. Learning how to Google something if you want to look something up versus looking in a book, how we used to do back, in the old days.
Yeah.
We have a full service beauty salon
That's
where they could set up.
incredible. It's important to feel like, you look good too. I think that's because I know a lot of women in my family, the beauty salon appointment, that is a sacred appointment to be kept. So
Absolutely.
I think that's wonderful.
No
you wouldn't
day
realize,
doesn't apply.
You wouldn't realize that, that maybe you all had that. So that's why I ask you these questions.
Absolutely.
I want people to know not only these big, things that you have as far as, the main things, the memory care and the nurses on staff, but the given things, if you will.
Right.
But even those little things like
Absolutely,
a library and
because
beauty salon.
people still want that. They
Yeah.
want to feel independent. They're going to the beauty salon.
Definitely.
They may not be going outside of the assisted living, but we provide that right inside for them.
And back to the really crucial part of, senior care out there, and that's you have to make it to your appointments. And you did tell me during the break that you actually take the residents to physicians. That's a huge deal that you offer that.
Absolutely, and that is something that is discussed during an assessment. If the family, has a hard time getting them to their scheduled appointments, we can make those appointments for them. We can take them and transport them to and from dialysis, to wound care appointments, to primary care appointments if they are not using our on-staff physician. That is absolutely not a problem.
That's wonderful. I always want to encourage folks to, again, visit the website, Creekside at 3 Rivers Assisted Living. You can find out all kinds of incredible information on there. That's one of my first introductions to you all was by heading to your website.
Absolutely.
It's an incredible website. Walk us through some of the things folks can find on there, information and
events, daily pictures of the goings on, whether it's somebody's birthday, whether it's just any kind of celebration, that's always posted on there. And like I said, we have recently taught the residents, some of them that were interested, to get on Facebook and give their own reply and their likes and their comments, and which is very gratifying.
Yeah,
it's just fun. Yeah.
And just to kind of revisit the main topic of tonight, it was really us talking about flu season, and maybe if you weren't able to catch us earlier in the show, I do want to touch base on that one more time before we have to wrap up. Just tell me a little bit about what you all do to combat the flu season out there yet again, and kind of reiterate to folks just what you're looking for in a loved one if maybe they need to seek some medical attention, and the extra mile that you all go at
Certainly,
Creekside.
We have offered the flu vaccination to all residents. We are going to be offering another vaccination probably in February, just from the recommendation of a physician. Due to the certain strains that are going around this year, the flu vaccination is only a 10%, so they kind of want to give a booster flu shot, if you will. I've had several physicians, outside physicians that do see some of our residents, call in and request that I do administer, or that my nursing staff does administer that. You just want to watch for your basic cough, sneezing, aching, fever, upset stomach, nausea, no appetite. And we have to, focus on that. We know that this is the season, and it's usually through March, even into May. People don't realize that the flu season can go on into May.
Definitely.
Which is like very shocking to a lot of people, but it does, it happens. And your seniors' health is compromised a lot.
Which is why I'm so happy we were able to let that be our main topic of tonight, because the flu season is here and the risk is definitely greater in our senior living facilities.
Absolutely.
We're going to go ahead and take one more quick break. We'll be right back here on Open Line.